Well, I guess Harvey Dent from Dark Knight was correct. You either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become a villain. It's funny how things work in the world, don't they? Hey guys, what's going on? It's Daniel Strunk from QuickTime Reactions, and Elimination Chamber is now in the books for WWE. The next show, of course, being WrestleMania. So let's talk about what happened at Elimination Chamber. Um, Overall, I thought it was a really, really good show, excluding what happens at the end. The two chamber matches were really, really good. The unsanctioned match was also really good, and the tag match was okay, just enough to tide over um, Tiffany Stratton before WrestleMania. But enough gib gabbing. Let's go over this show, shall we? We start things off with the women's elimination chamber. Naomi, Bianca, Alexa, Liv, um, Bianca, Naomi, Liv, Alexa. Um, why on earth am I blanking? Roxanne Perez and why am I blanking? Jesus. Bianca, Naomi, Alexa, Liv, Roxanne. Oh, and Bailey. Jesus, took me way too long to do that. I am getting old. Jesus. Um, those six ladies vying for a shot at the Women's World Championship. We start things off with Naomi and Liv, and not even like 15 seconds in, Jade Cargill makes her return, and she immediately goes after Naomi, sending her into the turnbuckle, ramming her head with the chamber door, and immediately takes her out of the chamber match. So what I'm thinking is going to happen is it is going to be revealed that Naomi and Bianca were the ones that attacked Jade, and this is going to turn Bianca fully heel, or it's just going to be revealed that Naomi is the one that attacked Jade. Who knows? We'll see what happens in the following weeks. Um, some really good, solid action in this chamber match. At one point, Bianca uses her hair as a whip on Liv, which it always sounds sickening whenever that happens. Bianca hit a really nice crossbody off of the pod. The final two of the match being Liv and Bianca. And for a second in my mind, I was like, oh, they're going to rerun Liv and Rhea at Mania. Please, God, no. But no, in the end, Bianca was able to hit a KOD to win the match. So, yay. Next matchup was Tiffany Stratton and Trish Stratus versus Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. This match was really, really solid. Again, like I said in the intro, this was just a nice little filler match before Tiffany versus Charlotte happens at Mania 41. And y'all know that Charlotte is going to win that title. I'm just saying she will win that title. Trish looked really good. Of course, Tiffany was also really, really good. Knight and Candice also looked really good in the match. But in the end, it took a super stratisfaction off of the top rope, and also Candice hitting a springboard moonsault on the Nia, plus a PME, prettiest moonsault ever, by Tiffany onto Nia for the baby faces to get the win. Next up was the unsanctioned match between Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Now, I've seen a fair bit of AEW pay-per-views, and the first unsanctioned match that comes to my mind was Swerve and Hangman Page in their Lights Out cage match that they had a few months back. And that is far more violent than what you're going to see in this unsanctioned match. However, The action was really, really good. All the weapon spots were crazy. They did bring out a barbed wire steel chair, which I appreciate. Um, but towards the end of the match, KO just kept power bombing and power bombing and power bombing Zayn onto the apron, and he ended the match with mercy. So KO did get the win. He looked like he was going to inflict more damage onto Sammy, but Randy Orton made his return, and he immediately hit an RKO onto Orton, and it looked like he was about to go for the punt, but agents and security stopped Orton from doing so, and all the security guys got an RKO for their trouble. So there we go. Bing, bang, boom. Orton's back, and he's probably going to face Owens at WrestleMania. Now, we get to the main event. We get to the big boy, the men's Elimination Chamber match. Cena, Punk, McIntyre, Rollins, Priest, and LA Knight. Rollins and Drew start out the match, and then we get Priest next, then Paul, then Punk, or no, then Cena, then Punk. And the first guy out was Drew. He had a Claymore on Cena and looked like he was going to inflict more damage on Cena, but then Priest got him in a, not necessarily a cradle, but had his shoulders down in a crucifix pin and eliminated him. So for everybody saying that, Priest versus McIntyre isn't going to happen at Mania, it sure looks like it is going to happen at Mania. Next guy out was I believe, yes, it was Priest, who was taken out by Logan Paul. He had a massive frog splash off of the pod, funny enough, off of Punk's pod, to eliminate him. Then it was Paul who got eliminated with a GTS from Punk. Then Rollins got eliminated with an attitude adjustment GTS combo. Not in that order. It was a GTS into an AA. And then Punk covered him for the win. So the last two was Punk and Cena. My choice to win, Cena, versus I think everybody else's pick, Punk. And they had a really good moment, not only during the match, but in this closing stretch as well. Nice back and forth, each hitting finishers. Cena goes to go for the STF, but Punk is in the ropes, and he turns over, and Seth, who hadn't left the chamber yet, stomped on Punk's head, and Cena dragged him back into Punk back into the center of the ring, slapped on the STF, and I loved the little touch where Cena was like, "I'm sorry," and just because he didn't want to win the chamber like that. And Punk passes out, and Cena wins the Elimination Chamber match. But we are not done with the show yet. Out comes Cody Rhodes and shakes hands with Cena. Cody versus Cena is going to be the match happen at WrestleMania. But out comes The Rock with a wild Travis Scott appearance. Travis Scott must know a lot of members of the NY family because he came out with Jay on the Netflix Raw premiere, and now he's coming out with The Rock. So Rock basically says, "What's it going to be, Cody? You going to join me as my brother? You going to join me and be my corporate champ? Or is your dream going to come to an end tonight?" And Cody said, "My soul is already gone because I gave it to this ring and to these people a long time ago." And basically tells Rock to F off. And Cena comes in and gives him a big hug and gives Rock a look. And he hoofs Cody right in the balls. Finally, after 20 years of people saying, do the Cena heel turn, Cena finally turns heel. Beats the crap out of Cody with a gold Rolex, hits him twice in the head with the belt, and Rock whips Cody with the weight belt that he showed on SmackDown. And Rock and Cena head out of the ring with the wild Travis Scott, and the show ends there. Now, I'm not saying that I predicted that this was going to happen in my fantasy booking video that you guys should definitely go check out. But I did kind of say that this may happen. And before any comments go in there saying, yo, you work for WWE. No, I don't work for WWE. I wish I could, but I don't work for WWE. I just am going by the basic rules of wrestling storytelling and what I think would be the coolest thing to do. So that's all it is. That's all it is. So it'll be very interesting to see how this new heel Cena plays out over the coming weeks. If it were me, I would just make him full peacemaker, have him be an absolute dick, and just have him be obnoxious and absolutely horrible to everybody. That's how I would do it. And I would say also at WrestleMania, he wins the championship. He gets number 17. Make that be one of the reasons why he turns heel. Just, I want to be known as the greatest, and that means breaking Flair's record, getting 17 world championships. So yeah, I would say Elimination Chamber was a really, really good show. I'm very excited to see all the new directions that this goes on, and I'm very excited now to watch WrestleMania, especially now that Cena's now officially turned heel. I can't believe I'm saying those words. Next wrestling pay-per-view that I'll be covering is about a week's time. I'll be covering Revolution, and also look out for tomorrow my Oscar coverage. I'll try and record it as best I can because I do have to go into work relatively early. So I'll try and do Oscar coverage. But yeah, what do you guys think of the show? Let me know down in the comments below. And yeah, I'll catch you guys next time.